So this is part 3. I don't know why there's there's a little bit of a square on my screen. Okay, so part 3, I'm going to speak about something I've never spoken about, and I don't really have that much knowledge of, but it seems so fitting, so I might as well bring it up. And it's the Christic Spiral. And this is something really brought to my awareness by Otto, Cathra 888 Energy. A younger guy, he's only about 21, 22, but he's beyond me in lots of ways, I think. But so, this Christic Spiral idea, according to Otto, is going beyond sort of the expression of the Fibonacci sequence. Now this gets pretty maybe new agey, which I usually don't get into. It's not really my realm, but I think it's interesting connections here. So that the Fibonacci sequence might be an expression of what you call third density, 3D reality, which interestingly says that, you know, humans are they have no center. The Fibonacci sequence has no center, and we get energy from other beings. We rely on other beings for our existence and the power or dominion over them to be. Whereas the Christic Spiral says through our center, and almost through, I think, my interpretation of it so far has been that, you know, there's an energetic relationship with other beings, and that allows coexistence. So it's different from the Fibonacci sequence in that way, that you don't need dominion over others to exist. But I think it's, if this is true, then the Fibonacci sequence, you know, was an evolutionary process. It's sort of through which, or out of which, the Fibonacci sequence comes this sort of reality of this Christic spiral, crystal spiral, or, you know, and it has sort of the Christ idea quite strongly held within it, because it's through sort of the heart. My interpretation, the fourth chakra, fourth density, as it were, that can hold it. But yeah, so importantly, it has that center, which is not present, as it were, in our present reality. For most people, maybe for some. So the idea is that we're moving towards that now, and it would be like, you know, how water is water until, you know, suddenly it becomes steam. We too were, you know, in a rapid position of transitioning potentially to that. That's the idea anyway. I agree it's far out, and I don't want to say that that's going to happen, because I don't feel necessarily it will, but it's just an interesting idea to hold. And that again would mean that, you know, we're on the end of that being of containing all data within oneself and moving towards the decentralization, even more so, of data for interrelations in an objective space. As I said before, it's sort of an energetic connection that upholds each other. Again, making perfect sense of the interobjective space of what I've been calling love in this series of the last 3 videos. So love in that very particular sense. Yeah, so I guess I'll leave it at that. Have a good day. Sorry about the nose. It's running here. Cheers.